Tonight's story begins in a place where maps fade into white, a place where even experienced explorers refuse to go alone, a place where the wind doesn't just howl, it screams. In the winter of 1959, a small Soviet expedition team set out toward one of the most remote mountain regions on Earth, the Kolyma Highlands in northeastern Siberia. Their goal was simple: survey an unmapped area, document the terrain, return in 2 weeks. They never returned. When rescue teams finally reached the last known coordinates, they didn't find a campsite. They found a warning. The first sign that something was wrong wasn't what they saw, it was what they didn't see. No footprints leading back toward civilization, no trail markers, no signs of an organized retreat. Instead, scattered across nearly a kilometer of frozen wilderness, were pieces of equipment, a torn glove, a broken compass, a journal page half buried in the snow, the ink smeared by frost. One sentence was still readable. "We can't go back. It's watching from the ridge." The main tent was found collapsed, not by wind but cut open from the inside, as if the team had fled in panic. They left behind boots, coats, supplies, in temperatures cold enough to freeze skin in minutes. Why would trained explorers run barefoot into the Siberian night? The first body was found beneath a tree line 600 meters downhill. No external injuries, but his face was frozen in a look of pure terror, his eyes wide, his mouth open, as if he had died screaming at something he could see, but rescuers could not. The second and third bodies were discovered near a small makeshift fire. The branches were snapped at heights far above a human's reach, as if something large had moved through the trees. One of the victims had deep internal trauma, broken ribs, severe chest compression, but no external bruising. Doctors later described it as injuries similar to a high-speed car crash. There were no cars, no cliffs, no avalanche debris, just flat open snow. Then came the most disturbing discovery. Further upslope, partially buried in ice, they found the final 4 team members. One was missing her tongue. Another had severe skull fractures, but no damage to the surrounding snow. And their clothes tested positive for radiation levels far beyond normal background exposure. Yet there were no nuclear sites within hundreds of kilometers. No military tests recorded in the area. Official reports blamed an unknown compelling force. That was the final line of the case file: unknown compelling force. So what happened that night in the Siberian wilderness? Theories range from the scientific to the unexplainable. Some believe it was a rare atmospheric phenomenon, infrasound caused by wind patterns around the mountain, low-frequency vibrations that can trigger panic, hallucinations, and a primal urge to flee. But infrasound doesn't break bones, it doesn't remove tongues, it doesn't leave radiation behind. Others claim a secret military experiment went wrong. Experimental weapons, parachute mines, or classified radiation testing. But declassified Soviet archives show no operations in the region, and no debris was ever found. Local Mansi tribes tell a different story. They speak of something ancient in those mountains, a presence that does not like to be observed. Hunters have long avoided that ridge, calling it the Silent Watcher. They say if you see lights moving silently across the snow at night, you must not follow, because what follows you back is not human. Search teams later reported strange glowing orbs in the sky during the investigation. Orange lights moving against the wind. No sound. Military flares? Perhaps. But no records confirm any aircraft or exercises that night. The most chilling detail? One of the recovered cameras still worked. The final photo, taken just hours before their deaths, shows the silhouette of a figure standing on the ridge above their camp. Not a teammate, not a rescuer, just a tall, dark shape against the snow, blurry, out of focus, watching. No official explanation has ever satisfied investigators. The case was closed quietly, files sealed, the location still avoided by locals, and to this day, when winter storms roll through those mountains, radio operators sometimes pick up faint bursts of static on emergency frequencies. Between the noise, there are sounds that resemble breathing, slow, rhythmic, too close to be wind. Some mysteries are accidents, some are cover-ups, and some are warnings. This was the Midnight Archives, and the mountains still keep their secrets.